Hey, Trayce, welcome back. Can you tell us a little bit about your summer, your first off season as a professional athlete, the chance that you had to go work out with Team USA? Can you tell us what you've been up to?
Yeah, so I wouldn't really consider it an off season. I mean, I had probably like 3 weeks off, but overall, I was just here in the Bay working with our strength and conditioning coaches, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger, on the court working out, stuff of that nature, and then going to play with Team USA, getting a few scrimmages with those guys. It was a lot of fun, learned a lot, and now just ready to gear up for this season.
What's up, Trayce?
What's up?
What do you view, do you view your role this season similar to what you played last year, just maybe scaled up, or are there different things you want to get done?
Yeah, I think it will be a similar role for next year. Just as you said, upskilled. I think there's a few things that I've worked on that I can add to my game, like handling the ball, taking the ball up the floor, putting pressure on the defense in that way, especially with Steph and BP and guys like that, space and getting easy shots. And so being a facilitator is another thing, and then defensively just continuing to grind that out and learn from Dre and Loom.
Hey, Trayce. What's up, man? What's the difference between coming in last year as a rookie, trying to figure everything out, as opposed to coming in now where, you've got some experience under your belt and you're potentially competing for a starting position here?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is continue just to take it day by day. Coming in last year, leaning on the vets a lot. I'm still going to continue to do that. Loon and Dre, they're going to continue to teach me. And but I feel like this year you get to a point to where you kind of know what or expected. You know what to expect, and so being able to come out there and just play the game, make reads, you kind of know what guys' tendencies are on the floor, and so just playing basketball and not having to really think about other things. So,
hi, Trayce. Back here to you. How are you? I'm curious. Steph just talked about being the hunters this year, and what do you sense that the team's motivation is going in the year? He said, obviously you had an early play-in exit. What's your motivation this year to get back to where this team has been over the last decade and a half?
Yeah, obviously it's championship standards here, and so an early exit last year, guys got time to rest, guys got time off, and now we're hungry. I know a lot of the guys have been here over the summer. A lot of the vets have been here over the summer, and everyone's hungry. Everyone's ready to get started, and so obviously we have a lot of people that are doubting us, and we just got to continue to play together, not listen to the noise, and just play the way we want to play. So,
has the chip on your shoulder grown because you wanted to be on the rookie team, and has your personal chip grown?
I would say it's where it's always going to be. I always try to play with a chip on my shoulder to the highest standards that I can, and so it will continue to be there next year. I think the rookie team would have been a cool little bonus perk just to say that I told you so. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to play in this league for 10 to 15 years, and that's the main goal. And so, just continuing to work, continuing to listen to my coaches, listen to my guys, and just play hard.
Hey, Trayce, I know you couldn't get into a playoff series and get that kind of experience as a rookie, but you were able to get a game, and probably one that the team would like to forget, albeit in Sacramento. But did you still feel like you got some valuable learning experience for if this team does find itself in a series this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting that experience, playing at the end of the year, how close it was, how tight the race was, the last 10 games, having to win those games, kind of having that pressure instilled onto you. It was all great, and just continued to build from that, knowing how close it is, how Coach always talks about the margins of victory and defeat, and continue to play like that where every play counts. So,
and just to follow up, a little bit later last week, Mike was up here saying they got to be a top 5, 6, 7 defense, and I know that's a big strength in your game as a rookie. What sort of responsibilities do you see for yourself on that side of the floor this year?
Yeah, the same as last year, trying to block shots, defensive rebound. I think that's something that we thrived on last year was rebounding, and so we got to continue to do that, especially being shorthanded and smaller. And so rebounding is a huge key, and then continue to trust each other. Our defense is 5 guys on a string, and so trusting the man to make the right read, or when he leaves, the guy covers for him. And so there's going to be huge on team defense, and I think Coach Stackhouse is going to help us a lot with that.
I know you only got a season with him, but what are you going to miss about having Clay around?
Clay, just his energy. Clay and me built a great energy synergy on the court, and I'm going to miss that. But I hope that he succeeds in Dallas. He's going to be himself, and then I just hope he's happy, honestly. So.
Hey, Trayce, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. How different does it feel coming into your second year as opposed to the wide-eyed rookie? I mean, does it feel that much different?
I mean, it really doesn't feel like my rookie year ended. It just feels like I've just continued just to play, I guess, because I've been here this whole time. And so it's great to see everyone, though. But great to be back, and I'm just ready to work again. There's nothing really that's changed. I mean, maybe getting a little bit stronger in the weight room. Just kind of the experience factor, I would say, is the biggest key.
And if I can ask a follow-up, how much readier, if that's a word, I guess, do you think that how much does it feel like the team needs you and Brandon and the young guys to sort of be an integral part of this whole thing?
Yeah, the young guys, I think all of us are hungry. All of us want to help extend Steph, Draymond, all those guys as long as we possibly can take the load off of them. It's huge for us, and because those guys carried this organization for the last 10 years, and now having to step up and be that focal point, be helpful for them, it's huge, and I think we all want to be a part of that.
Trayce, over to your right. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. In my conversations with Coach Stack, it seems like he really is zeroing in on the defensive end. What have your early conversations with him been like? What's your just being around him a little bit? What's that been like?
Yeah, just his teaching. He's really locked in. He's loud. He wants us to get out, get up, pressure the ball, stuff of that nature. And I think our guys like that because I think our team feeds off of energy. So playing with energy on the defensive end of the floor, I think is going to lead to a lot of transition, a lot of runouts, and just high-powered offense. So.
And how many threes do you plan to put up each game?
3-pointers are something that I've worked on this offseason. Whether or not how many I shoot, it really depends. Coach and I talked about it at the end of last season. He said that I want your focal point this next year to be force. He knows that me going downhill with my athleticism is something that a lot of bigs can't stop, especially the slower footer ones. And then, but being able to have a jump shot just to keep them honest is something that's going to be huge for me. Being able to pump fake and go by guys and then either make the right read with a pass or dunk on someone is what I would rather tend to do. So keeping the defense honest is something big for me. And so if I have to shoot one, I'll shoot one, and hopefully they go in. So.
Trayce, did you get a chance back here? Did you get a chance to watch Steph in the Olympics live? And if so, in that run in the last couple of games, what was your reaction from wherever you were sitting and watching?
Yes, I watched Steph in all the games. I was tuned in, especially the last one against France. And after he hit that third three, the one that was a fadeaway step back, I may or may not have ran around my couch 5 times. So it was really cool to see, and that's why he's the greatest shooter ever. So,
Trayce, Steph was in here and said he's not only open to changing the system that has been run here for a long time, but is excited about the prospect of tweaking it and tooling it so that it's more comfortable for the younger players. What does that mean to you to hear someone who's had as much success in that old system as Steph has to say he's excited to see it change in order to benefit the younger guys?
It just shows what he's about, and that's about winning. And he wants just to win, and he'll do whatever it takes to win. And us as the younger guys, we got to buy in to whatever coach is doing. If he wants to change the system to make it easier for us, then we got to do it at 110%, not only for ourselves and trying to better ourselves, but for Steph and Dre and guys like that who have been here carrying the load. So,
thanks.
Speaking of evolution, the Hoosiers are ranked in the top 25. We're 5-0. Are we still just a basketball school?
I'm not going to say we're not just a basketball school, or we are. We we're an everything school. I mean, we're a soccer school. We've had natties in soccer, basketball, and now football's on the rise. So shout out Coach Sig and the Hoosiers, man.